Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Today, I want to tell you something that I should have told you guys a long time ago, and that is that I believe 99% of the people that are talking to you about Spark or Flare don't know what they're talking about. I sincerely believe that they do not understand Spark or Flare properly. Maybe there's going to be one or two amongst the whole herd who really knows what the potential is or what exactly he plans to do. But I believe really that 99 out of 100 people supporting the coin or thinking about getting in and stuff like that don't actually know. However, it is not a problem, as I've said a couple of times before, as it's really about making money sometimes too, right? To a certain degree, you don't need to understand a full concept to still make money with it, and today we're going to be talking a little bit more about that, and of course, what's happening to the price in the near future, like tomorrow even for that matter. And also guys, the first time that a video hits 1,500 likes is in 24 hours, we're giving away 250 XRP, so make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below, as that is all you need to do to enter. Then let's start it off, all right? A good example is centralization, all right? Ask your favorite YouTuber, ask your favorite Flare supporter exactly how it's going to work, because I read the white paper now, all right? And I can tell you guys one thing, it's actually not as plain Jane, it's not as simple, and it's quite a difficult paper if I must be honest, all right? I mean, if you're going to compare it to some other projects, it might not be as difficult, but it's definitely worth checking it out. And I'm gonna make a video on the full white paper one of these days, just explaining every single piece of it, hopefully. Or maybe we're gonna do it during a live stream because it's a lot of talk and it's gonna definitely take me an hour or so to even talk through it. The thing is though, if you were to ask them this question, all right, I wanna know if they know the answer. So ask your favorite guy. If it's me, hey, you came to the right address, huh? I'll be discussing everything I know, at least, because another fun fact I saw over on Twitter is that a lot of these guys are talking about this airdrop and this money that we're going to be getting. And a lot of them don't even know that, first of all, we're only going to get 15% at the start and then from 2 to 4% over the next 3 years. Another fact, as we said before as well, has to do with the exchanges. Who was really talking about the fact that you cannot transact Spark necessarily? I guess now you can on bitrue, but before you couldn't. A lot of these guys weren't talking about it. They were just hyping it up. And please, guys, make sure that if somebody's talking about it, you kind of got to look in their voice somewhere, here I guess I should have said, to see if they know what they're talking about, because I'm getting a little bit tired of all of this, all right? If they don't know, I don't want to listen, all right? If they're just telling something BS or something that doesn't make sense to me, or they're just shouting something out for the sake of shouting it out. So again, try to confirm if these guys know what they're talking about first. Because I'm going to tell you guys, completely honest, I've talked about Spark at the start, and I didn't know fully what it was about, but all I was saying back then was, I don't like how Flare is getting 55% of all the Spark in existence that Ripple was supposed to get. I told you guys completely honest, right? That's all I could tell, because that's all I knew. And then once I started to learn more and more and more, I could also give you guys more information, like for example, that no exchanges supported it yet, and again, how Coinbase and all that type of stuff, we've talked about that, it's all the past. However, right now, I can honestly say I know most that there is to know about it, and I can definitely, from this point on forward, give you guys some real stuff about what it's going to entail. And the most important thing to understand is just that there's a difference between the snapshot and the airdrop, as the snapshot is basically just a date where they record how much XRP you have that's eligible for Spark. So if you have over 1 billion XRP, it doesn't really matter because it's going to be capped at 1 billion if it's a known individual, that is. And I guess that doesn't really work that way for exchanges. It just works for whales that are individuals. At least that's what I fetched from the white paper. And again, I've been discussing multiple questions like that over on Twitter, which I'm going to be doing a little bit more often, I think, all right? I want to test some people because, I mean, the question that I just asked about centralization, nobody gave me an answer. I even tried to retweet. I thought maybe nobody could. So tag your friends, tag somebody that should know, and tell them to answer me on this question, all right? Because I've read the white paper now. I think I got myself a good idea, but even the whole centralization fact is still a little bit of a difficult one when even reading through the whole white paper itself. You'll see a little bit later as I explain more. However, when will it do good in price then, and how is that going to be working? Wait, actually, guys, before we get into this one, another question you may ask, is there an official hard cap for Flare, or for Spark, I should say? Is there an official hard cap? Ask them. Ask them if they really know. All right, or how the distribution is going to be looking like. If they really know, just ask him to make sure. All right, because those things are what's going to differentiate some people, and I want to know. All right, then, however, how much money can this make us? It's going to mostly depend, in my opinion as well, on how people perceive the token drop, or at least the snapshot that's about to happen today for some people and tomorrow for some others. The thing is, in terms of price, it almost never really has a good effect unless it is going to do something directly to the currency that you're holding or really directly give you a lot of extra value. Let me explain that a little bit further. We've talked for multiple times about the Intelligent Investor, the book from, I believe, Stephen Graham or Benjamin Graham. No, it's not Stephen Graham, not that guy. That's the YouTuber, right? Benjamin Graham, whatever. I think it's Benjamin Graham. That's the official name from the Intelligent Investor author. I always get those two mixed up. The thing is, in that book somewhere, it says that if there's an anticipation for a huge physical change that's about to happen to some sort of company and you hold that stock, right? Then most of the time, whenever that physical change does occur, there's not really much happening anymore. And the thing is, even though we know the whales are buying like masses, that's actually not going to do anything tomorrow to the price. It should have done that over these previous couple of weeks had they really been excited for this drop, which I think they were though. So to, again, kind of go a little bit deeper into that one, these guys and you and I, we all knew Spark was coming. We all knew this snapshot was going to be taken. So on the day itself, people don't really buy it anymore. People don't really go crazy for it anymore. More likely, they were about to sell it afterwards, theoretically speaking, if you should think about it. The anticipation of the event, though, is what keeps people buying, and that's also how this buy the rumor, sell the news came up, because people buy whenever the thought of something happening comes out, but when it really does happen, people who are speculating for it to happen or who are happy about it, they've already bought into the anticipation. And that's that thing with an announcement like Justin Sun does very often. It doesn't generally work out properly because people buy instantly straight out of the bat, right? And funny enough, if we check to some other articles here, everybody's just talking about these whales who are buying in, which is good. I mean, don't get me wrong, all right? It's good that whales are buying XRP because of Spark. Again, it's not necessarily airdrop, but Snapshot. That's an important distinction. But it could be that they're going to sell it right now. And the thing is, maybe Spark is going to make us a lot of money along the road. That may be. But at the start, it's most likely going to be dirt cheap. And that's to a certain degree deliberately, because they could have done a hugely decreased supply and then make the coin price a lot higher per piece. But they went for a huge supply, the same as XRP, and a very low value. Because, again, it's free. So people don't really have any attached value to it because it was given out. And if they did that 7 years ago, like XRP, it was different than like right now because people are just getting it for free and they mostly just try to sell at least a part of it. However, Bitcoin Cash was given out for free as well. Yet that's still, fairly high in price. The same thing goes for Bitcoin SV. So it's not to say that it can't get into the top 5 at one point in the future. Don't get me wrong. And that's actually one point I'd like to address. BitTorrent, that token, and some other tokens here were given out for completely free to people. Completely for free. And the thing is, that's not to say that it can't go up anymore, right? That doesn't necessarily mean. So I saw a couple of guys say, man, Spark is going to drop it and will never go back up. It's not completely true. If XRP actually keeps increasing in value and keeps doing better, there's actually a good chance, in my opinion at least, that Spark will actually get a lot of attention too, especially since it's grabbing this new DeFi layer for XRP. So these two things kind of hand together. And even though you cannot compare it to a contract on Ethereum, in my opinion, because those DeFi projects, I think, still are considered a little bit different, I think with XRP and Spark, there's a better connection between them than between Ethereum and all the DeFi projects, mostly because of the idea that I believe Ethereum also has too many of them. So if Ethereum does good, those others may do good as well, yeah, but it's not to the same degree. Same for if a DeFi project does amazing, Ethereum can do better because of gas and stuff like that. It may do so, but it's not a necessity and it's definitely not as much. But with XRP, I think we have a better correlation going on there, a pretty good one. And generally, I think people are pretty excited about Spark and what it has to give to the world. I do definitely consider that. Now, once more, I do think really from the core on forward, Spark is stupid. However, if we're talking about can it make us money, I'm going to say yes, definitely. It is looking like it can make us money on the longer run. I do still see a very good future for it. And I do see, since, again, all the guys over at Ripple have been talking about it some time as well, that it's officially recognized and can actually have a lot of longevity in it as well. And may allow a lot of good stuff to come in the future. So from that perspective, I am definitely excited for it. Then guys, on a completely different note, it's something that everybody in my Discord has been talking about, and everybody in the freaking YouTube space here has referred me to, and it is talking about this Apollo FinTech Gold Secured Currency is the official name, GSX. And the thing is, I've been watching a couple of videos now, I've been talking a little bit to the team, and if what they say is true, which again, I'm just verifying now, I mean, they've said it is, of course, but you gotta check. This is actually a very beautiful coin, all right? And I'm definitely interested in it then if, as I said before, what they say is true, which once more, I'm going to be checking out piece by piece. So I've checked out the website here. Gold secured currency is the world's first growth coin and the first coin that rises in asset value. GSX gives its owners the benefits of having a minimum asset value like a stable coin, which also facilitating growth in value like traditional currencies or cryptocurrencies, all on top of offering dividends to its holders. And again, if you go down a little bit, you can see exactly what they're planning to do and everything like that. And it sounds pretty damn crazy. So in the video and on their website, I guess I just watched this and you can see like 1, 2, 3, 4. They just tell about the valuation, stuff like that. You can also read it here though, I believe. It's backed. GSX is stablecoin backed by gold and land mineral rights and assets. And the thing is, what they're basically planning, if I get it correctly, is they have all this land over in Zimbabwe, I believe it is, and they're going to be mining, and we're going to be receiving a part of that mining. So to a certain degree, it sounds kind of like a security, right? But I asked them about what are those connections and stuff like that, and they sent me like 50 different documents, it kind of felt like, and he said you can just read it in their white paper exactly how it works and stuff like that. So again, I have to still do a little bit more digging before I can definitely surely recommend it. However, as of this point, I am quite positive about it, but that's, I think, mostly because I've seen so many people talking about it right now. A couple of my quote-unquote friends in the crypto YouTube scene, they've all talked about this before, which kind of has me feeling like I'm left out, right? And again, it may be so that some things are stupid about them. For example, the amount of coins to have 30 billion and they keep 20 or something like that. The same thing that's kind of going on with Flare, which I personally dislike. That doesn't mean we can't make money with that type of stuff, right? And here in this case, they've said, once you buy coins, the only thing it can do is go up in value, at least from their perspective. Again, with what they're doing, since it's a stable coin, the backed value is only going to be going up, their assets that they have. So the amount that one coin is going to be worth could only then go up. And they also have trusts where if Apollo goes away, it will still stay there. Everything just sounds very, very good. So again, link is going to be down below. Check it out for yourself and let me know. A lot of people have bought tens of thousands of dollars worth, all right? Even in the Discord, if you just check that out, and I've been talking about this everywhere on Facebook groups as well. There's some guys who put in their life savings into this stuff. So it's definitely worth at least a check. I'm going to be buying a little bit to start off. And again, maybe a little bit later today, once I've done a little bit more digging, I can give you guys the real facts about what I think. For right now, though, it's something I'm interested in. I'm going to be checking it out. I'm going to be buying at least some. And I'll tell you guys more as I know more. But I found it as well pretty cool that they have these real locations of what their land looks like where they're going to be mining gold. Right? Because then you have like part in this whole operation, which again sounds very, very good. Cannot confirm. I don't know how this exactly works, so again, I'm not the best guy for that, but I'm going to be figuring out, and I'll let you guys know about the whole situation. And once more, I think for Spark, we're just going to have to accept the fact that the price may very well rise, and it's not going to do anything good for XRP right now, but the Spark value may actually do very, very good, especially since they went for a gradually increasing supply, so not like everything at once, because then people would have just dropped it. Right now, since you cannot sell it all, you're just going to keep getting money. Yeah, I think people will hold it as well, and people will most likely buy a lot of Spark at the start as well. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking out for it. And guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video.